Shri Paramatmane Namaha Atha Saptadashodhyayah. In this chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is very clearly explaining about the three different types of Shraddha, faith. Sattvika Shraddha, Rajasika Shraddha and Tamasika Shraddha. And based on it, he explained about the different aspects of life. And now from this shloka, that is shloka 20, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is explaining about the three different types of dhana, that is the sacrifice or the gift we give to others, based on the gunas, that is the sattvika dhana, rajasika dhana, and the tamasika dhana. So let us see from sloka 20 of chapter 17 of Bhagavad Gita. दातव्यमिति यद्धानं दीयते अनुपकारिणे देशे काले च पात्रे च तद्दानं सात्विकं स्मृतम्. So the first thing is what we have to bring to our mind is, why should we do dhana? That is, why should we give gift or give to others or for the people who are in need? Why should we do it? It is just to erase the mentality of jealousiness, greediness, selfishness. So for that purpose only, whatever sacrifice we do or whatever pujas we do or even otherwise, we have to do dhana. And here the mentality of the person who gives the dhana is very important. The attitude behind this dhana is very important. What we do is, what is commonly meant is, we give dhana. When we say we give dhana, then it's from somewhere it gives us a superpower that I am superior. That's why I am giving it to others, and the person who receives it is inferior. This attitude is very wrong. Because when we have this attitude, then this dhana will not be complete. So the attitude must be, we have to share it with others. Why do we share it with others? Because we get so many things from others and so many things from the universe also. Even when we get a salary for the job we do, we alone cannot perform that work. We need the help of many people. Maybe we can do it from the front side, but back side there will be so many people to help us. We cannot give each and every one of them because they get their salary. So we receive help from others that we should recognize. At the same, and like this, we get help from the nature also. Sometimes the atmosphere benefits us to perform our duty. So we should bring all this into our mind, and it is our responsibility to share what we get with others, a percentage of it. So that mentality we must have. Sharing what we have with others or doing dhana must be a duty, and it is not a privilege. So this concept we have to bring in our mind. So the attitude behind dhana is very important. Next thing, many people limit dhana with giving food or money or dravya dhana, material dhana. But that is limiting dhana. It can be of anything. We can share our knowledge with others, vidya dhana. Many people do not know the importance of it, and especially when we are in the college or school days in that adolescent stage, we just don't do this dhana. Even if we do, the people at home will obstruct for it, because telling what we know to others, the others will score more marks, so you will not score more marks. Like this, many people will discourage us. But by doing Vidyadana, only our knowledge will improve. It will not degrade. So Vidyadana is one of the very important dana. Then giving food, spending our valuable time with others, spending our material, dravya dana. When we do dravya dana, one thing has to be taken into point, should be kept in the mind. We should not give away our used up, worn off things to others. We should not take dana as a dump bin. We have to give dana of what we have as worthy. That's why I said sharing must be our attitude. So when we share means what we have good things or what we have as worthy, we share it with others. So that is very important. Like this, the dana can be of anything, but it should be reach the right person. So that is important. So why we do dana is to erase off that mentality of jealousiness or mentality of greediness, selfishness, so that it will help us to understand that I am not different from this universe. So that individuality will slowly will be erased from our mind. So for that purpose only we have are doing dana, and that's why this all the scriptures give lot of importance for dana. Bhagavan Krishna in this shloka he says we should do dana, but we should not expect anything in return from them. We normally do it. I have given this, then why can't he do this? So that should not be the mentality. We should not expect any service from others. We should not benefit from the people who receive a material or whatever it is from others. Then it is not dana, it is giving kuli, that is a salary, or giving bribing others to make get things done for us. So that should be very important. Bhagavan here says, Datavyam yat dhanam diyate anupakarine. By we should not expect upakara, should not expect any upakara from our in return. Only then it is dhana. And another important thing is the desha kala patre, that should be considered, should be right. We should do dhana at the right place, desha kala at the right time, and patra means actually it's a container. But here what it means is desha kala patra means it means the right person. It's very difficult to choose the right person. Some people they come to get help from us, they will sometimes they will be genuine, sometimes they will just pretend that they do not have anything and get things from us. So if we do that dana for that type of people, then it's not a right person to receive it. Even sometimes we have seen in many in India, in many outside the pilgrimage centers, places, or outside the temples, many people will ask for alms. They may not be genuine people because there are so many organizations, and the temple authorities itself will take care of them, will give them, provide them food, will provide them shelter, and provide them food, clothing, everything. So there are many organizations to take care of them. So if we do dana to them, it's only that we are making them more and more greedy, and we are making them lazy. At the same time, if we give that to some other people who really need that food, then that is the proper dana. Sometimes we go to pilgrimages in higher range areas like the hilly stations and all. There, we may not get food or water or anything. So the people, the devotees there, they may starve for food or water. So giving dana for them, that is the right dana, because they may be rich, but at that time, at that place, they may not get food. So selecting such places, selecting such people who really need it, that is the proper dana. So to understand dana, it's a great subject. To whom to give dana is very important, because our material or money or our knowledge, anything, it should not be wasted. We should not force others to get our material. Even when we give knowledge, we should not force others to get our ideas or force our ideas on others. So that may not be considered as a vidya dana or dravya dana or anna dana or anything. So that is very important. When we do dana without any expectation or without expecting any benefit from them, and doing dana for the right time, at the right place, to the right person, that is considered as the sattvika dana. Bhagavan Sri Krishna explains the next concept in the next shloka, shloka 21. यत्तु प्रत्युपकारार्थं फलमुद्दिश्य वा पुनः दीयते च परिक्लिष्टं तद्दानं राजसंस्मृतम्. That is the dana given with expectation. That is to get any benefit from them or doing any service from them. Expectation, that type of dana. And that also some people, after giving the dana, they will worry about it. They will think about the object itself. Oh, I should not have given that to him. Instead, if I have given this to that person, he will do something for me. So that type of, that is pariklishtam, thinking about about that. So that what it means is our mind is so connected with that, attached to with that object. Then it's not a dana. So, expecting something from others, all that type of dana is considered as the rajasika dana. That's not the right type of dana. Sometimes we give dana without taking care of about the people who receive it. We must make the mentality of the people who receive dana from us very comfortable. That's very important. Then only it means that we are sharing. So if we have that superior mentality and give that to others, then it is considered as a rajasic dana and not as a sattvic dana. That's why many people give dana at the pilgrimage centers, because there we will not expect anything returned from them. We will just give dana and come home. So we will not expect anything returned from them. Instead, if we give dana to the people who see us every day, then by nature we will expect something, some help or service from them. So that all that expecting back from them is considered as the rajasika dana. आदेशकाले यद्धानम् अपात्रेभ्यश्च दीयते असत्कृतमवज्ञातं तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्. Dana done in the improper place at the improper time and not to the right person, that is considered as the tamasika dana. There is nowadays, we see that some leaders, they arrange for some meeting in an open ground. So to invite people to come, and they will force others to come and listen to their speech. So for that, they give dana, they give food, they give money. Sometimes in some places they give a cloth also. So they force others to come to that place and receive all this. So they will be doing some other work. So these organization, people of this organization, they go and just drag them to this place and make them hear the speech and give them food and materials, everything. Such type of dana is only for name and fame, and it is not a dana at all. And in that places, many people we might have seen that they will just throw food packets. So that is not all the right type of dana. We are not respecting the person who receive it. So that type of dana is not considered as a right dana. So that dana will not give any benefit. It will not remove the feeling of greediness, feeling of selfishness in us. It will not remove that. We are just giving to get more name and fame and to become more selfish. That I have given this, no one else will give this. So it will make us more and more selfish. So that type of dana, all that type of dana is considered as tamasic dana. So the dana done at the wrong time, at the wrong place, to the not worthy person, that type of dana is considered as tamasic dana. Om Tat Sadgiti Nirdeshaha Brahmanastrividha Smrutaha Brahmanastena Vedascha Yajñascha Vihita Pura. So, this shloka, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling about a very secret formula, Om Tat Sat. It's a very great mantra, and this mantra is considered as the threefold designation of Brahman. Om also means Brahman, Tat means that, that also means Brahman, that we normally say that as Brahman because Brahman means vastness, infinite. It's not a name, it's that concept. So that means it indicates Brahman. And Sat means reality. There is no other truth or reality in this universe other than Brahman. So Sat also means reality. So Om Tat Sat means that is that Brahman, that is Brahman, that reality is Brahman, that Om is Brahman. It indicates that. So it is said as the threefold designation of Brahman. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna says that by uttering this mantra Om Tat Sat, the creator, he created the Vedas. The Vedas were created like this. And the people, Brahmanas, who practice that Vedas, they were also created in this way by uttering that Nama or by meditating on Om Tat Sat. And the Brahmanas, the Vedas, and the Yajnas, they were also done by meditating on this mantra. So this mantra, cannot be even said as a mantra. It's a very secret formula. When we meditate on this Om Tat Sat, gradually we realize that I am not different from this universal consciousness. I am not different from anywhere here. I am with this universe. We will have that experience. So, such great is this mantra, and the Brahmanas, the Vedas, and the sacrifices, they all were created in this universe in the ancient times by uttering this mantra or by meditating on this mantra. So our hidden nature will be revealed when we meditate on this mantra. So such great is this mantra, Om Tat Sat. When we do dana, that is sattvika dana, and we have done any mistake in doing that, then when we say Om Tat Sat, then all that defects in the sattvika dana will be erased by this mantra. So powerful is this mantra, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says. तस्मादोमित्युदाहृत्य यज्ञदानतपः क्रियाः प्रवर्तन्ते विधानोक्ताः सततं ब्रह्मवादिनाम्. Therefore, the people who are interested in liberation or the bhaktas who are interested in liberation, they say Om before starting any sacrifice or before giving any dhana or before giving any tapas, doing any tapas or before doing any tapas, they utter this mantra Om. Because Om is that primordial sound. It is the Shabda Brahma, the Rupa of Brahma. That is the Shabda Rupa of Brahman. That is Om. When this creation first burst out from Brahman, when that first came from Brahman, the first sound heard was Om. That sound Om is reverberating still now, even now in this creation. In this universe, it is reverberating. It is reverberating in us. It's reverberating around us. It is reverberating in that open space, outer space. Inside the earth, it is reverberating. So there is no place in this creation without this sound Om. Why we do not hear it? Because of our thoughts. We have so many impurities in our mind and we do not have that meditating power. If we meditate, we do not want to think of anything. If we just go to a calm place, sit there without any thoughts, then we can hear that reverberation of Om in us and around us. There is no creation without this Om, because Om is the Shabda Brahma, and it can also be said as the Akshara Brahma, Akshara, that which cannot be erased, or that symbol Om, what we write as Om, that is Akshara Rupa of Brahman. So Om is everywhere. So if we utter that mantra or that sound and do any yajna or tabas or dana, then the people who do mistake in the sattvika dana will be removed, and it also helps us to realize our real nature, true nature. So that's the power of Om, that mantra Om, that primordial sound. And so the people who are interested in liberation, they do all this by uttering this mantra Om. Tadityanabhisandhaya phalayajnatavakriyaha dhana kriyascha vividhaha kriyante moksha kangshibihi. And next is that word Tat. Tat means that Brahman. That denotes Brahman. And if we do utter this mantra and without the aiming of any fruits, if we do any dana, tapas, or any austerities, or any yajna, then it will liberate us from all the bondages. And so the people who seek liberation, they do it. They say Tat and do it. So Tat is that Brahman which is beyond our three states of existence. That is our basic state is the Jagrata Avastha, Sushupti Avastha, and Swapna Avastha. That is beyond these three states. It is said as the Turiya. It is that existence, that is that existence in which we exist. Our mind and body exist in that Brahman. That Brahman is beyond the three gunas, sattvic, rajasic, and tamo gunas. That's why it is said as guna adhita, gunadhita. That Brahman, it is the base of all. It doesn't have any state or any guna, and it is beyond our three bodies. That is our stula sharira, sukshma sharira, and the karana sharira. It all exists in that. So that powerful is that mantra, that is Tat. When we say this Tat and to do any type of sacrifice or dana or anything, then it relieves us from all the bondages of this three states of existence, bondage from this body, bondage from the gunas, and it will make us realize that I exist in that Brahman. So the seekers of liberation, they utter this nama before doing any dana, tapas or anything. तद्भावे साधुभावे च सदित्येतत् प्रयुज्यते प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा सच्छब्द पार्थयुज्यते. And next is the word Sat. Sat means reality, the truth. It is the reality, the truth which exists when nothing in this world will exist. Everything will be dissolved in prayer, but that will exist. Brahman will exist because it is Satya. It existed in the past, it exists now, present, and in the future also it will exist. There is no time limit for it. It cannot be bound by time. That is a Sat. It is when all this Nama and Rupa will be destroyed by time, but that will exist. Our pure existence is the truth. All this Nama, form, and everything is that will be destroyed by time, that will be taken away by time. But I, as Brahman, will exist. That is the Satya. It is the reality. It is that reality in mid of this so many unreality or Maya. Nothing in this world is permanent, but that Satya, existence, that alone is permanent. It is not bound by time because time itself is the manifestation of that Brahman. So that truth, uttering this mantra, Sat, or understanding that existence, that is Brahman, and we do tapas, dana, or anything that will um, take us to liberation, and it will remove all the impurities or any wrongdoings while we do that sattvika dana or tapas or austerity. So Sat is that being, that pure being, not this nama or rupa. We, in the outside world, we see only the nama and rupa. Because it has a rupa, it has a nama. So we see in that outside world only the nama and rupa, but all that will be destroyed by time. Only that being, that sat, existence will remain. So by uttering this mantra, we have to do this. Bhagavan Sri Krishna again says, Yajne tabasi dane cha sthiti saditi sochate karma chaiva tadhartiyam sadityevabhidiyate. So a person who is steadfast in doing tapas, austerities or dana, so that activity is said as sat. He must be steadfast in doing it. He must have a faith in doing this. He must have faith in doing the dana, austerity, or tapas, or anything. So, all that is said as a sat, and anything connected with that action also. Say, when we are going to do a great sacrifice or yajna, so many preparations we have to do. So, all that doing for that main yajna only. So, all that preliminary actions are also said as sat, because we are doing it all this for a higher purpose. So, when we have this concept in mind that Om Tat Sat, then we will have a natural feeling that I am not doing all this for myself, I am doing this for Brahman. I am dedicating each and every work for Brahman, which is that universality. I am dedicating it for myself as well as for others. I am not different from this Brahman. So that individual consciousness will be slowly erased, completely erased from us. We will have the feeling that I am not different from Brahman. When we dedicate each and every work with utterance of Om Tat Sat, or by saying Om or Tat or Sat, anyway, when we do this for Brahman, when we have this mentality or attitude, then gradually it removes the selfishness or individual consciousness in us. This is the main concept behind doing all this. It removes our selfishness, it removes our individuality. So when we utter this mantra and do all this, then it completely erases our individual feeling, and we will feel that I am doing all this for Brahman. I am doing this for this universe. We will have that feeling. Ashraddhaya hutan dattam tabastaptam krutan chayat asadyidyuchyate partha nacha tat pretya noiha. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, any dana done without any faith in it, any austerity or any tapas done without any faith in it, ashraddha, without any faith, and all that is considered as asat. It cannot be taken into account because it is asat. So one should do whatever we do with faith and dedicate it to Brahman. Then all that actions are said as sat. Any action done without shraddha, faith in it, then it is considered as asat. So this is the last shloka of this chapter, the shloka 28 of this chapter. And this chapter had 28 very meaningful shlokas. And this chapter began with the question of Sri Arjuna to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. If a person does the yajna, but he may not have the opportunity to study the scriptures, then in what way is he included? Is he of a sattvic nature, rajasic nature, or tamasic nature? And for that, Bhagavan Sri Krishna said there are three types of faith: Sattvika faith, Rajasic faith, and Tamasika faith. And it is based on our guna. Based on our guna, we acquire knowledge, and based on our knowledge, we have faith, and based on our faith will be our actions. So a man is his faith. All the karmas he do is based on his faith. And he said this three types of faith will affect in all different aspects of life. There are three types of food based on this: Sattvika food, Rajasic food, and Tamasika food. There is that is based on our gunas and the faith we have. There are three types of austerities, three types of yajna, three types of worship. The way we worship God every day we do that. That also is based on our faith and guna. So all these sort of three types, the three types of dhana. And in the end, he said, Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, when we say Om Tat Sat, then we are dedicating our action to Brahman. We can say that mantra is very powerful, because even the creator, Bhagavan, he created the Vedas, Brahmanas and Yajna based on this mantra, meditating on this mantra. So powerful is this mantra. And he said that when a person say Om and or Tat or Sat or the mantra completely together, all that we are dedicating, by that we will have the feeling that we are dedicating our action to Brahman. So powerful is this mantra, Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, and he concluded this chapter with this 28 shlokas. Om Tat Satiti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama Saptadeshodhyayah. So that's the conclusion of the 17th chapter in the Bhagavad Gita. In my next upload, I will begin the last chapter in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18. Om Yatra Yogeshwara Krishnaka Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraga Tatra Shrir Vijayor Bhuti Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.